Hello everyone, here is my tutorial on how I make the henna that I use in my other henna videos. The first thing you're going to need is coffee. You could use instant or you could use regular coffee. You're also going to need cloves. You're going to need the whole cloves, not the ground clove or anything like that. You're also going to need cinnamon. Again, don't use ground like I have here, use cinnamon sticks if you're going to use cinnamon. You also are going to need tea tree oil. This is an extremely important ingredient. It makes 100% of a difference. Also, obviously, you're going to need henna itself. I got my henna off of Amazon. I got 2 of these bags for, I think it was like $30. It was really, really cheap. I don't use the cones. I use these bottles here. I also found these on Amazon as well. Alright, so first things first, you're going to make your coffee. You want to make sure it's nice and hot, and then you're also going to add in a couple of cloves, so you really don't need a whole bunch of them, but you do need a few. What you're doing is you're steeping it and you're getting the oils out of the cloves. You're also going to want to do the same thing for your cinnamon sticks. It doesn't work the same if you use ground cinnamon. Another ingredient that I forgot to mention is lemons. If you're going to add lemon, you could either just use lemon or add a couple of teaspoons of lemon to your mixture. After you've made your witch's brew, you're going to want to put your henna into a separate container. You could put it into a plastic bag, into a bowl. I switch off, it depends on how I feel. Next, you're going to want to add tea tree. I add anywhere from like 15 to 20 drops of tea tree oil, and it makes the biggest difference in the world. After that, you're going to add a little bit of your witch's brew, like teaspoon at a time, until you reach the right consistency. Super big tip here, make sure you add in your teaspoons of liquid a little bit at a time. Make sure that you completely mix it up till it's really, really nice and smooth. But this consistency here that you see, that is just way too liquidy. You want it to be a lot thicker, the consistency of toothpaste. You can kind of see also how thin it is just by how it's being poured into the bag. I put it into a bag because it just makes the next process a lot easier, because after you're done mixing it all together, you need to put it into your container, whether you're using a cone or you're using the bottle like I do here. You know, you just put it in the bag, snip off the tip, and then just squeeze it all into the bottle instead of trying to hassle by using your spoon and trying to put it in the bottle or the cone. It's a lot easier this way. Okay, so I didn't put this in the video, and I'm gonna mention it now. It's one of the biggest tips. I love using this tip. If you take a spray bottle and put water with a bit of lemon juice in it and spray that on the top of the henna once it's already dry on your skin, it rehydrates that henna, and it makes it so that the henna has twice as long to absorb into your skin as it did before. It's not a necessary step, but it definitely does make a difference, and it helps a lot with how dark and how long your henna will stay. So here's a quick little design that I did right after making this henna. I think I let the henna sit for maybe half an hour before I started to use it. You want to let the henna kind of cure. I didn't let the henna dry completely before I washed it off. I recommend you do that if you want it to last longer. And then the tea tree oil, I only put that on the top part of my hand and I didn't put it on my fingers. So what you'll see shortly is a picture of my hand, and it's a week and a half, almost 2 weeks later after I did this. And on my fingers, the henna's kind of gone away, but on my hand, the henna's still very much there. Right after you wash it off, it's going to be kind of orange, and you'll see that in just a second. So here's what it looks like when you first wash it off. Over the next 3 days, it'll get darker. And then after those 3 days, it'll slowly, gradually get lighter. This is almost 2 weeks after. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. Have a great day.